Today, President Donald Trump plans to unveil sweeping new tariffs. He is calling it Liberation Day. Some fear it could lead to higher prices for consumers. It's still unclear what the new tariffs will look like, but the White House says they will take effect immediately. The Trump administration says it could bring in $6 trillion of revenue over a decade. Economists say tariffs benefit certain domestic manufacturers but can hurt international producers. And some countries say they are preparing to retaliate.
Good morning, I'm Chris Lovingood here in the WRAL Live Center. You know, Jeff, one source is saying that we could learn exactly what this rollout would be for Liberation Day, as President Trump is calling it, by 4 o'clock this afternoon. But in the meantime, the big word we're focusing on right now is interpretation, right? How people are interpreting this. Well, the U.S. futures right now, they're starting to see a downward turn. The S&P down 25 for those futures. And the Dow Jones, at one point, it actually jumped, even before you came to me, about 90 points going downwards. So it's about a negative 168 for the time being. And the NASDAQ is down about negative 120. So we're watching very closely to see how investors are reacting this morning. We're also going to be seeing how this will change during the opening bell. And make sure you stay with WRAL News, because we are going to be watching this very carefully all day long.
Hi there. The nation and the world are bracing for President Trump's reciprocal tariffs rollout today against all foreign trading partners, both adversaries and allies, who the president frequently says have been ripping America off with what he sees as widespread trade imbalances. Canada is among the nations awaiting a full list and promising to push back even harder, with the Premier of Ontario saying Canada will go tariff for tariff, dollar for dollar. The European Union president also saying the EU would prefer a more constructive solution over a trade war, but is ready to respond with a strong plan. The new tariffs are set to take effect immediately and add to a sweeping series already in place, including 25% tariffs on foreign cars in effect today, with the tariff starting to be collected tomorrow. The same for foreign auto parts set to follow. And we've already seen the reverberations of that throughout the auto industry, with concerns over just how much prices may be pushed up for both foreign-made cars and domestic ones with foreign parts. Even before we learn the details today of President Trump's new tariff plans, the White House press secretary left the door open to potential changes, saying President Trump is always up to take a phone call and negotiate, but is focused on fixing wrongs of the past and showing American workers have a fair shake. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.